All right, this one's gonna be kind of long, but you need every one of these details in order to formulate an opinion. Okay, I'm taking you down the road.
But he's always gonna throw a curveball at the end, though.
And I'm gonna bite on every.
So watch your homophobic things and all that stuff. Wait till the end. 1999. Okay, these two teen girls. They it's in Alabama.
Sounds like a porno.
Chappelle's already worried, bro.
Sadly, it's
I got triggered at
it's not a porno, although it could be. Two teen girls in Alabama. They're shot and left in the trunk of their.
Oh, that's not a porno.
Joe?
Something is a porno to somebody.
Wait, did you say teen, like underage teen or 19?
17.
Oh, I thought you said 19.
1999.
The way
Let's just take it from the top, guys. Let's take it from the top.
Steve's like, get me out of here.
Aren't you glad you're over here?
I'm always impressed by Joe's listening comprehension.
Oh, I thought you said 19. Oh.
Or did you say teen?
I can hear the drugs in his voice.
It's because I said this was in 1999.
I thought it was 19-year-olds in 1999.
I'm glad you quit drugs a decade ago.
Steve's already like, can we edit me out of the video again?
I know.
Okay, it's in pre-2000, at the turn of the millennia. These two teen girls, Alabama, found shot, dead in the trunk of their own car.
Oh, their own car.
No murder was caught, right?
Oh.
And then in 2015, this woman named Rena Crum comes out, who used to work for the police department, and she claims the police covered that murder up and they were involved somehow.
Whoa.
2015, right?
Okay.
Whoa. True crime podcasts and blogs go crazy over this info. There's all these theories about how the cops do this, cops do that. Super popular murder that everyone starts analyzing. And then in 2019, through DNA, the same DNA that they found, the same DNA technique that they used to find the Golden State Killer.
23andMe.
Mm-hmm. They were able to find a match for the DNA here in 2019, and it's some Alabama truck driver.
And it's 20 years perfectly later.
Yeah.
Wow.
But this truck driver, his defense lawyers are like, we got to get you off. We think we can get this Rena Crum lady's info and get her data, her insider info, to get you
Exonerated?
Yeah, because, he's not in jail yet, but they're like, we need to use that as our defense because this lady knows something.
About the cops.
Yeah.
And the cover-up theory.
Right. So his defense team meets with Rena Crum and they're like, tell us everything you know. We got to get this guy off the hook. If you know who really did this and you know the cops were involved and everything, they start questioning her to get that evidence out. She starts saying, I just can't remember. I don't recall. It was a long time ago. Eventually, she says she just made that whole fucking thing up.
Wow.
What the fuck?
There never was a crooked cop involved. There never was data that she knew. She just...
That should be fucking...
Yeah,
she
dude.
could go to jail for that.
They should put her in the trunk, dude. Fucking shoot her ass.
Yeah.
All right, Bart. Hey, I thought we were over.
We just said give her some time, dude.
I thought we were done.
I know you learned.
Wait till another episode.
Yeah.
Bart's like, I used to think you shouldn't put a woman in the trunk and shoot her.
Now, I do.
I definitely do.
Hey, that's my Seventh-day Adventist side.
Hey, what the heck?
That's his offshoot, Bart.
It's offshoot.
Yeah.
Bart Swan's at it again.
Dude, that's Bert Swan. That's his alter ego. That's not Bart Kwan. That's
But
Bert
here's the little caveat though, is that these same crime blog people and analysts, you know, they think that the cops were hushing her up.
Amazing.
And that it's...
They got to her.
Yeah, they think they got to her.
They're like, we already released 12 episodes on this series, so we got to keep going somehow.
We're knuckle deep. We got ads up to the end of the year sold already.
Even the truck driver's defense team is saying that the cops hushed her up somehow.
Because they're just following with the blog
that's
saying.
convenient.
I
Well, they're just
wonder
trying to win the case.
who. And what was her title again? She's a.
She did
She's a regular
something-
person?
She worked at a police station.
Oh, so
or
okay,
something.
so
Yeah,
she's
she
in
had
the-
some kind of
she's in
job
the field.
in the system. Yeah,
Yeah.
at the time.
adjacent.
She's a window washer at the police station.
Which
She's
might
offshoot.
even, which maybe that was made up too. I don't know.
That is very awkward though, for like somebody to be associated and or working with the police, then to say that, and then when something actually goes down, to be like, nah, I made that up. Like, what would be an incentive if it wasn't a hush up?
She
right?
hated
like,
people.
what would?
I think it's.
I think she hated someone in the station and then she wanted to get him in trouble.
People take credit for crimes they had nothing to do with all the fucking time. It's a weird thing.
really?
Yeah, it's
Popular
a weird thing.
too, right?
Like Bart knows cops
people just fucking call and they go like, I did it, I'm the fucking River City Killer. And then,
River City Killer.
Cops are like, no, you're not. Like, what? There's just a ton of that.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, even look at D.B. Cooper. You know how many people claim they were D.B. Cooper? The guy that did the famous plane heist, and they never found him?
Because it's like it's a cool thing, and they talk about it all the time or whatever. Now that makes sense.
And imagine if you're just somebody that's watching like a crime blog or like a bunch of these like podcasts, and you think, oh man, let me try to contribute something, and maybe I'll be like the savior.
Dude, a bunch of dudes tried to come out and say they killed Tupac. Remember that? Mm-hmm. There was like a bunch of different people who were like, no, I did it. That guy's a fucking liar. I fucking killed Tupac. Like, it's like, whoa, bro.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
It's like everyone comes out and says they're Satoshi.
Oh yeah.
I'm Satoshi. You know.
What about the DNA match?
What was up? Yeah, because they found DNA from the trucker, right?
Yeah, what was the trucker's cum doing on one of the girls?
In her bra.
Yeah.
This is where the porno comes back in.
Yeah, that's
where the bra comes
basically-
back.
Yeah, so that's why the defense team was so desperate to get this woman's testimony, because they were like, everything else was like, this guy's gonna go to jail.
But as a defense team, how do you argue DNA?
There's
like, if the DNA is on, like, how do you?
They have to create the story of why the DNA was there.
Yeah, because if they
But if it follows someone else's testimony, then they can kind of reverse engineer.
So what was this truck driver doing with 17-year-olds?
Well, let's just say that if it was
planted, dude.
If it was, yeah, exactly. If it was a crooked cop thing within the elements of this story, then they can argue that the evidence was planted.
Oh, like the homie from Wisconsin.
Yeah, dude, I was just about to say that. Stephen Avery.
Stephen Avery.
Yeah,
I think he did.
What happened on that one?
Well, the main defense for Stephen Avery is that the police department hated him, so they try to plant evidence on the
That
murder.
was season 1. And I was like,
1.
oh man,
And then season 2 apparently is a 180.
Yeah,
So
and then season 2 I was like,
season 2 180s you a little bit.
that's probably what the
think he's
defense
guilty.
was looking for.
They were looking for something like, well, because all you really need to do is prove to the jurors, right? Mm-hmm. That's it. If you get the jury arguing enough, I mean, maybe you'll get a fucking mistrial. Who knows? But then or deadlock jury. But then the main thing is that without a shadow of a doubt, this guy has to be guilty. So if you have that doubt that Rena Crum had, she was sitting on some real estate.
It's crazy how like there's a lot of these things that are popping up now that like DNA can be tracked and like the science and the technology has come, right? We've done like probably 2 or 3 articles similar to this now, right? Yeah. A case from the 80s, a cold case from the 50s, a random fucking thing that was buried, right? And through DNA,
they're arresting dudes in their 90s from murders that they did when they were fucking teenagers. Yeah.
they're somehow still arresting Nazi prison guards, and I'm like, when are those guys just gonna be fucking dead of old age?
How are they still alive?
How are they still alive?
What is going on?
They're thriving, huh?
Yeah. They're like, I made it out.
Those guys are like, I eat chia seeds every morning.
Yeah, what's your routine, dude?
Lemongrass shot.
meditate for 2 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
What were you saying about the DNA stuff?
No, just saying like it's not gonna be like the fucking last one. We're probably gonna keep on as technology progresses. We're gonna be solving fucking cold cases from literally the 1900s.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but as this
100%.
cold case stuff grows in popularity, we're gonna get a lot of fake fucking evidence of people saying that like, oh, I know about this, I know about that.
See, that's just shit that's annoying when you get these other motherfuckers saying some shit.
Yeah.
I think they should be charged for the crime that they say they were involved in. Just because. It's like, hey, you wanted that fucking bad? All right, you get the death sentence.
You're the killer.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming from you. Nope.
Oh, did I surprise you?
Do you feel like at this point though, like with the technology like that, because like even those DNA things, it's not just a matter of like getting somebody's DNA. It's also a matter of having like the data of like a DNA pool of people in order to cross-reference things, right? At this point, are they not just going into like institutions or penitentiaries or like prisons and stuff like that and just getting DNA samples from everybody in order to like build their database?
Well, if you've been arrested, you already have.
Yeah, they already have it, right?
One of the scariest things though about DNA evidence is the way that it makes a jury like so sure that someone is guilty.
Yeah.
So you can plant DNA evidence, which has happened many times, right?
Yeah.
And then the jury's just like absolutely guilty, no question about it. We don't even want to fucking hear from you, really.
I could have farted at the movie theater where there was a murder at, and then they could have fucking caught my fucking crop dusting.
That's one hell of a fart.
You know?
It's that
No, Joe's farts are
Could
crazy.
have farted on a freshly dead body.
Yeah.
And they think I killed the guy.
Right? And they'll be like, why is there Joe reminiscence of Joe on his fucking shirt?
Wait, you said they caught the Golden State Killer by 23andMe?
Yeah, I guess they got a piece of evidence.
What he did? He did 23andMe and was like, oh,
No, it wasn't him.
I thought it. That's what I thought. That's what I thought he tried.
What ethnicity?
I know, right? It just says murderer, murderer, murderer.
came back 12% murderer.
Oh shit, we have a match. No, but apparently it's through relatives. So when you put in your DNA to these fucking apps, they'll connect you with people that have similar DNA to you. And
this is your relative.
so I think one of the people, Patton Oswalt's wife apparently, was the one that found, she was investigating the case. She found like a cigarette butt with apparently some DNA on it. Was able to use that, extract the evidence from there, put it into the database, send it out to them, and they were able to connect through their relatives that like, oh, this is the guy, and that's how they found out.
And he was a cop.
Because he didn't have his DNA in
was
the
a cop?
system.
Yeah,
No.
he was a cop the whole time, dude.
That's the problem. Is if you're not a felon, your DNA's not in the files, then it's harder to like catch you because you have no priors. But that's how they did it.
The cop was the golden DP killer?
Yeah.
But he went all the way from the fucking NordCal all the way to SoCal.
Bro, that guy was like on a tour.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's like the guy that like sparked up fucking Richard Ramirez. That's what people say.
He's like, what's up, Los Angeles? Oh, we love you.